Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium.
Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Let's go now.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement.
Seven Pirates! Seven Pirates!
Second and 4. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Warriors 70! Eighteen Rattler. Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Hamler now on the return.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Got ready.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now Taylor to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down,
So does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But you look at this defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Bronco 80. 79 Broncos. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
79.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spelling them in the offensive backfield.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd down, Taylor. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Reno.
Handoff running left is Etienne. There he goes, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down.
Come on.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They snap it at 1. Now it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Taylor to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I think the best offenses loved their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Travis Etienne halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he gets it up past the 35. But the Vikings had 8-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go, Reed. Go.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Shot 60. 18. 5 years.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Davante Adams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are once again back in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Taylor. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Warriors 17. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 Lions.
Now it's Taylor. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is at a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Taylor will throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are
quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one he got rolled off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Nineteen tight. Come 19. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Now, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Okay, ready?
Second down and 8.
60 Bobcats. Ready?
Now Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Taylor. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
51 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's caught here by Adams.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup.
Mustang 19.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Check 60, check 18, Pioneer. Check smash, check smash. Stop below 18. Go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Seven Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On second down, here's Taylor. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Taylor. He sets to fire deep. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First play's a run with Nwangu.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
18 Rattler, 19 Lion. Big Lion.
They'll drop to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Returning it, here's Hamler.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have...
He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
ETN up the middle.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Now Taylor.
Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Check, check. Cowboy 80. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now Taylor on 1st down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
65 catch. 65 catch. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19.
Back to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Taylor. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Trap 60, trap 60. 18, Pioneer. Ready, right?
2nd and 1. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 4. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
Let's go now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Another tote for Etienne.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Running out of the gun with White. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
And now Taylor looking to switch things up a bit.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. Taylor will throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half.